They're skillful and fast, but can they think on the fly? It's easy to spot a Bar 1 man.
Previously on the Bar 1 Manhunt. Each team will be required to host 25 guests at one of Johannesburg's most exclusive venues.
I think from a cooking point of view, I'm my team's biggest asset. In the most humble sense, you know.
Oh, we're on top of it. We've got everything packed. We're ready to roll. Give me some good news. Tell me what's happening.
The guests have arrived and our food is not here yet. I'm getting a bit concerned.
A lot of the female guests have been asking, requesting that our desserts are served topless, and we will gladly oblige.
But I think it was good. I'm feeling in high spirits this morning, feeling on top of the world. Literally, I'm just so keen to go now. It's motivated. It's, you know, absolutely motivating more than anything. So
I know they pulled it together like last minute in the kitchen and it looked good, but I don't know. I still think we were more organized. We had more things sorted.
As a whole, I mean, when we were in the kitchen, we were preparing our African fusion dish. I honestly thought that you guys had a winning recipe to work with what you guys had, because I mean, bringing in the Asian side of things, everybody's used to eating African. And then
that's exactly what we thought. That's exactly what we thought. We had the edge. But you know, cooking Asian is very difficult. You know, it's new ground, new flavors, new textures. I thought the comments were harsh. I really thought that, you know, it didn't taste like paper. But you know, I mean,
we good on paper, but
yeah, no, clearly wasn't ideal, and yeah, it costed us in the end. But as you said, Press, I mean, we were organised, we were under budget.
Like everything, even when it came to like the small things, you know, it just seemed like we were on top of a few things, and
yeah,
maybe one or two things you guys.
As long as the food's good and the vibe's good, which you guys had, that's what matters at the end of the day. Yeah, so.
Thanks.
And when you being up there.
Going up there, yeah, it was, you know, at first, cool. And you know, like I always joke about the knees shaking, and my knees were literally shaking. You know, being the leader leading us to defeat. So I was chuffed. I was more than happy to go up there,
sure.
To get my willing treatment and whatever I deserved. And I went up there, and you know.
How did you feel the whole time? Like, were you genuinely stressing, and did you reckon?
The second Clinton answer that we lost, all I wanted to do was be up there in every single sense of the word. I wanted to be on that block, because as a leader, if I didn't and I sat back, that would be cowardly. You know, it would not be what a real man did. And at the end of the day, that's not what.
Because I don't feel like any one of us deserve to be up there.
Unfortunately, you know, two of the guys went, which is always sad to see. But at the end of the day, it's nice to see, as I said, where the loyalties lie, and the friendships and the respect. It was very nice to see at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, good morning. During the course of this 25-hour day, you'll be expected to compete as teams and show the will and the skill to win today's challenges. You're among the strongest, fittest, smartest men in South Africa, but are you among the quickest, toughest, and sure-footed? To win this challenge, you will need to engage upper and lower body strength. You'll need the ability to coordinate efforts effectively and put your fears aside for the benefit of your team. You'll be judged by Season 1 champion and head judge, Clint de Beer. Let's get you divided into 2 teams of 4. Step forward when I call your name and remove 1 stone from the selector box. Greg, you're up first. Let's go, Lloyd. And Spiso. Right, gentlemen, you have your stones in hand. Now, group yourselves according to the color of your stones and immediately decide who your team leaders will be.
Yellow. Nice. Yellow. There you go, guys. Yellow. There you go. Yellow. Boys. Okay, you control. You think it.
Team yellow. Who is your team leader?
Mike. Big Mike.
Mike. Team red. Who is your team leader?
Patrick.
Gentlemen, now make your way immediately to the Orlando Towers in Soweto, where you will be briefed on today's challenges.
My mind's on the challenge up ahead. I've gone through the team, we've chatted about the challenge ahead. Even though heights, we know that heights are one of our great fears. But yeah, we've been through the group and chatted to the boys, and we're all going to face our fears today, but we're going to face together as a team.
So I'm happy with my team. We do have a couple of guys who are afraid of heights and have quite a few fears, but I'm sure we'll all work together and there'll be no hesitations to complete whatever we have to do.
It's easy to spot a bar one man.
Gentlemen, welcome to the Orlando Towers in the legendary Soweto. For today's challenge, you'll be required to scale and descend the height of these cooling towers. Challenge number 1 will see 2 climbers from each team ascending a wall whilst collecting as many flags as possible and being chased by a player from the opposing team, whose intention will be to prevent the climber from making it up the wall. The number of flags collected will be equal to the number of valuable sandbags to be used in challenge number 2. Team yellow, choose your 2 climbers now.
Listen up.
I'm fine to go.
Yeah, he is.
Because the update.
When did you two guys want to go?
Team yellow, give me your decision, please.
We're going to be sending Sofiso and Paris for first challenge.
Which means then that Greg and Michael, you are Team Yellow's chasers. Team Red, choose your 2 climbers now.
Lloyd and Lucas, you can climb. I don't mind chasing.
I'll chase him.
You chase, great.
Team Red, give me your decision, please.
Okay, our climbers will be Lloyd and Lucas.
Which means then, Patrick and Lushwell, you are your team's chasers.
Yes, right.
Gentlemen, you are playing to stay in the game. Your 25-hour day starts now. Good luck.
This is Jabu.
He's going to belay you.
Delay.
Yeah.
What's that?
He's going to control the leg game. Make sure you don't fall.
Nice one, Jabu. Look after me, yeah?
And I'm gonna
Pull
be-
me up faster, right? It's in this harness. I'm going to be collecting flags while Michael's going to be catching flags.
Yeah, he's going to be easy.
He's going to be feeling me coming like this.
You're going to be catching the gravel from my shoes that's going to be bouncing on your helmet. That's that ticking sound that you're going to hear.
Is it, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Lashy, we got this, eh?
Good luck,
Stand by, gentlemen. Climbers, your challenge starts now.
Go, boy. Go. Stay close to the wall. Stay close to the wall. Use the...
Good boy, Sabis. Well done, boy. Well done.
Stop.
Well done, Sabis. Keep going, boy. Marky, you're hungry, boy. Get him. Go, Marky.
Use the... Go. Lash.
Another load. Go, see.
Go, Mark.
Go, see all the way, boy. See all the way. Keep going. See, I want to lead more. See.
No. Get it, Mark. Go.
Mark, don't worry about the camera. Go, boy.
Just go. You're there, Mark.
See, one more. All right, that's well done, son.
One more flag, Lloyd. Hurry up.
All right, there we go. Well done, Lloyd. Well done, son.
Go. Lloyd, hurry up.
All right, there we go.
Big one more.
You're doing well, son.
Come on. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah! Well done, Ashwell. Well done, yellow team.
Hey, boys.
Against the wall. There we go. Walk backwards. Perfect. With his ankle. With his knee.
Guys, that was hard, eh? But it was over so fast. Before I even knew it, I was right at the top, and it was so fast, but I was right behind him all the way. But I think my fingers are a test to what we went through. It was tough.
I knew I had Michael climbing up behind me, grasping me at my heels. I had to do one thing and collect as many flags so that leading into the next phase of the challenge, I knew that we would have a good chance of collecting as many sandbags as possible.
It was more difficult than I thought because I had to think and look at which step I'm going to take, and that took time. And it ended up going against me, but hopefully I did get 3 at least. It's better than nothing.
There's no specific strategy. I mean, I just want to get up there as fast as possible. My role is I'm supposed to collect as many flags as possible with one of the guys from the red team, who's Patrick, chasing me.
He's a small boy, I'm a big boy, so it'll be easier for him to climb up there. It will take more effort from me to be able to catch him, but I will give him my best, and hopefully I catch him before he gets too many flags in his hands.
Ready, boy?
Game plan is just to get all 4. No options, there's nothing else. I have to get all 4, no questions asked.
Just most important thing is to block out what's happening on the right, not get distracted and sidetracked by that. Make sure the footing's there before we try lunge forward, and just keep my eye on the prize, just focus on the ankles, pull him and stop him as quick as possible. Ready, Luke?
I'm ready, man. My throat's dry, which means I'm nervous. But at the same time, the adrenaline is kicking, the heart's pumping.
I hope you're not too nervous, eh? And you slip.
Oh!
Lunge for that yellow one up ahead, eh?
Paris, come on, boy.
Go for boy. And then the brown one next to it with a little bit of the blue stripes on it. Go for that with your left hand.
Climbers, stand by. Climbers, your challenge starts now.
Go, boys, go, boys, go, go, go! Up that thing. Come on, boy, get him, boy, you're right there, come on! Come back, boy, you up there, come on, boy! Go, 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 you got it, boy, you got it, get him! Let's get him! Let's tricky, come on! Let's go, get him! Boy, go, get him! Yes! There we go. Climb the ladder down normally.
Came up the blocks firing, literally. I was right on him before he even left the ladder. Unfortunately, I pulled his shoe came off, pulled the other shoe came off, pulled the other sock. So I was undressing him instead of getting him down. But eventually, I think 1 or 2 flags, but I just stopped him in his tracks, got hold of the harness and just let him back and stopped. Very tough to have a outcome.
You did him.
Got him, boy. And you got all 4, eh?
Hell yeah.
Well done, my boy.
And, well, that was an exciting one. Lost my shoes, lost my socks, lost some skin. It was a real adrenaline rush. The helmet with the GoPro kind of like obscures your vision in terms of where you're going, because as soon as you try and put your head, the object is in front of you. But over and above that, it was a good challenge. Paris is very small and nimble, so he was up there like a little monkey.
It was pretty intense, but I found it okay. So I don't know. I was going forward and I just climbed as fast as I could to get as many flags. Got all 4, so I'm really stoked. And when I look back, Patrick was so far behind, I was stoked. Told you wouldn't get me.
Gentlemen, well done on completing the first of today's 2 challenges. Clint, tell us how many flags Team Yellow managed to collect.
Team Yellow managed to collect 7 flags.
That means Team Yellow, you get 7 sandbags into the next challenge. how many flags did Team Red manage to collect?
Team Red also managed to collect 7 flags.
Which means Team Red, you also get 7 sandbags. Well done. So, gentlemen, we're going into the next challenge, neck and neck. For the next challenge, you'll be required to conquer the power swing. 50 meters of free fall and a king swing between the 2 towers. You'll need to drop your sandbags onto a target on the ground. Here's where it gets tricky. The sandbags must be released during the first swing as you ride through the curve, after you jump off the tower. Gentlemen, failure to complete the sandbag drop correctly will result in 0 points being allocated for that jump. The team that accumulates the most points wins the challenge. Are we clear?
Yeah.
Team Yellow, you're up first. Good luck.
Do this, boys.
Go, boys, go. Go, boys, go ahead.
It's easy to spot a bar one man.
Very excited getting harnessed up now. I'm the first to go, so it's going to be fantastic going out to the big bang. Hopefully put the red team under a bit of pressure.
So, you know, like a pendulum motion when the best time is to let go of the weight. But, no, best thing is we're going to have to wait and see when we get up there and just judge the distance from up top, eh?
Yes! Give them that little warning there. No, I'm joking.
I need to sit up forwards.
Especially after losing the last challenge, I really want to make up for it now, personally, at least from my side. So I'm giving it my all, trying to put my fear aside, and let's see how it works out. But I'm going to do my best. I have to.
Come on, my boy.
Okay, gentlemen, welcome to the top. What's gonna happen? The crew is gonna exit first. The viewers will follow, and those are the champions will get their harnesses checked once more.
I don't want to even look down. I just need to look straight. Straight, and I can just place the floor.
Guys, we're 100 meters in the air.
I am shaking in my boots. I'm terrified. I don't know. Like, my brain's not even functioning right now, so I've just got to try and focus on the task. But I'm like nervous as all hell. Absolutely petrified.
Got to smile and just laugh and enjoy it.
I don't understand.
And have fun, but that's the most important part. If you enjoy it, you won't get scared. If you start doubting yourself, that's the second, that's when the nerves come out. So
it feels like the building's swaying.
Well, at the minute, I'm really enjoying the view, and the adrenaline rush is there.
Oh, man.
I can't wait to get down there and put it in, and the red team better watch out.
Guys, just give him a countdown from 3, 2, 1, say! Bullseye, my boy, bullseye!
that was unbelievable, eh? Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. That was great. That fantastic endorphins absolutely cooking through my system. That was unbelievable. Such an adrenaline rush. I really want to get to my teammates, so I need to tell them that they have to hang on to that bag for a good 2-3 seconds. I really hang on. I could have hung on a second longer, and we would have actually gotten the bullseye, because if Mark and Paris wanted the assumption that if we release it as we jump, we're going to get it, but it'll actually hit this netting. I've got to try and somehow get a signal up to them right now before that jump.
No, I think that we didn't get the points we wanted. Greg ended in 1, which puts a lot of pressure on us. So that means that now we've got to, you know, it's one thing jumping off this thing, but now we've got to actually start thinking about the challenge. Like, genuinely, we've got to get points here.
Paris, can you help me, boy?
Yeah, okay, I've got you.
What we need to do is you've got to hang on to that bag for a good 2 or 3 seconds.
I was about to release it as I jumped, but
it would definitely have hit the tire. So
the most important thing is,
as you jump, look out at the horizon. Let your body fall. Count in your head. 1,
2.
Release bag. You got that.
Okay, I'll give it a try. Thanks. Okay, my boy, just try your best. Just go for it.
Countdown from 3, 2, 1, swing! Oh, my boy, come on! Yes!
Well done, buddy. Well done, hey, you did it. Well done, hey? Did you listen to me? Hey, you did it. Well done, my boy. I'm so proud of you.
I'm alive. That's all that counts. I'm on ground.
You did it, and listen, you got us points, okay? You got us 2 solid points. Well done, dude. How are you feeling? You're right.
Man, I'm disappointed in the damn points.
The landing, man. I know, but you got us points. All that matters.
I chucked it, and it just...
Did you wait a second as you chucked? Oh, you did?
Yeah, and I tried to toss it a little harder than you did, because you threw it straight down.
Yeah.
So I tried to give it a little bit more, and I did.
Yeah.
But it landed... It's got like no give. Yeah.
Come on, Mike. Big Mike.
Chin up, man, chin up. Let's give him a countdown from 3, 2, 1, swing!
Go, Big Mike.
Yes, man! Yes! 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 Woo! Nice one, man!
Champion! Captain! My boy.
Yes! That's good for you. Looking up there, see you boys go. No nerves. As soon as you get to the edge, you don't want to go over.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Because I'm going to do it just like Mike, but a little push further.
Fisa, come in.
Yeah, Mike, I'm here.
I got 5. Bird, don't throw it out. Just let it drop, okay?
But give yourself a full 2 seconds.
If I was a split second longer, I would have got it.
Okay, I'm gonna do this.
A little bit closer. A little bit closer. That's what's up. Let's give him a countdown from 3, 2, 1, swing! Yeah! Come on, boy! So good, boy, come on! Woo!
Lucky boy.
Unlucky, buddy. So good, Sufis, come on!
No, I don't feel like I let my team down. It was an honest mistake. I just kept on looking at the horizon and just let slip off the sandbag.
It's easy to spot a bar one man.
Hey guys, this is not as simple as it might seem. If the platform where you jump off is here, and the pivot point of the rope is here, and the target is here, you're not going to drop first and then swing. As you jump off, you're going to swing across. So I suggest that as you start swinging, you drop the bag for the trajectory, because if you drop it as you jump off, the bag's going to go straight down. Yeah. So I suggest that as you start swinging and you release it, and hopefully it will drop on bullseye.
You know, I think as we leave the platform, guys, there's going to be no tension. Okay, as soon as the cable takes over and pulls us, there's going to be tension. Then we're going to have to fight 2 different forces. But if, as we launch off that platform, and we take, I mean, we only got 1 shot at it there.
Yeah. Okay.
And we just throw for that bullseye and hope for the best. I mean, that's our only chance. But if we let that cord pull us out of that trajectory,
the thing is, the
we might miss our opportunity.
You don't get a chance to drop much.
If you start to swing,
it's one of two things.
Kind of let it go.
One of two things.
It will have too much momentum if we're swinging.
So if you swing, you gotta drop it. If you off the top,
you gotta
straight
throw it.
and throw.
And the thing is, you can use 2 hands or 1 hand. How heavy is the sandbag?
I think in one hand.
It's gonna be so fast. If you swing too quick, the sandbag's gonna end up all the way over here on the other side.
We're gonna miss it completely. Nice one. Let's do this, boys.
Cool.
Go for the best.
I just want to win this challenge, so I'm going to do whatever it takes for us to win. But it doesn't change the fact that I'm petrified.
Just pull all the way to west, pull all the way to west. Comfortable. It's gonna be short. Okay. Very, very scared.
That's totally new.
My biggest fear is getting off there. I don't mind going up there, but actually jumping off.
Actually, the lift is the worst.
The guy swung first before he threw. He was in a swing when he threw it.
I just sit into the heart. I can't let my groin. I need my groin.
He's supposed to be loose.
Let's go to welcome party weight on
This angle that we're working with, I don't know, we really got to brace ourselves.
You want to see? Go for the inside, my man. All right.
Ready? Let's do this, yeah? Oh my gosh!
out one at a time. And I'm gonna check your harnesses again as you walk out.
Insane. This is madness. We got 14 to beat, guys. It's nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. It's nothing. Okay.
Let's do this, guys. It's easy.
Team ready.
Team ready.
Boys.
Boys.
Okay, let's do this, boys.
Come on. Keep an upright position. Whatever you do, my man, this is your life. Don't put
10
your head in front
seconds.
of you, okay? You run that way. Let's go.
Running that way.
Come to the edge, my man. Come to the edge. My man, don't think about it. Like I told you, the longer you stand, the harder it gets. See what I told you when you're there. That the more you stand there, it's the more you get nervous. Let's go to the edge, my man. Compose yourself.
Come light, come light, 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 light!
I can't actually have words to describe that feeling that I just went through. It's like 4 or 5 seconds of just absolute bliss, and then it just catches you. And I don't know, I actually almost forgot to release my sandbag at one stage, and I was like, what am I holding? I need to get rid of this. Boom.
I'm listening.
I made the fatal mistake of walking to the edge and trying to look at what I was trying to aim for, but
It works against you, man. You know where the target is.
once you launch yourself off that platform, it's right below you, and then just aim for
something, man, and just throw it.
Okay.
How are you feeling, Lucas?
I'm nervous as hell, but I'm just doing it for the team.
And yeah, just gonna have fun.
Understood. Just count him down from 3, 2, 1, yeah!
I feel very, very comfortable that I've made it, yet disappointed that I didn't score for the guys.
Lucas's jump, unfortunately, did not go according to plan. I think he waited a little bit too long and did underhand arm swing instead of chucking it down as we discussed.
Yeah. I think I've just learned something from that. I think the underarm swing is not the best way. I think you have to really launch the bag to the target, and you need to look at the target as you're throwing.
Hold it.
I can't stop my knees from shaking.
Release it with your shirt. Don't just...
Get a 15 so I don't need to jump.
Guys, let's keep the countdown from 3, 2, 1, swing! Contact! Oh, my... Come on, boy! Well done! Well done! Yeah, pencil, boy, come on! Come on!
Yeah, I gave it my best. I was hoping that I can get enough points so that Lashua won't have to jump. But I'm so disappointed that I didn't even get a target. So.
Eddie, bro. It wasn't easy, my man.
Can turn around, my man. Stop stressing. Keep an upright position.
Can you get 5 seconds, please?
Yes, you will get that 5 seconds when we're moving forward. We're marching to the edge and it's 5 seconds. Come a little bit closer. I mean, you're looking down. That's the problem, you see. Lashwi, let's go to the edge. That's the sound. You can do this, mate. You're very big enough to do this. Take it one last time. I'll take it to the edge one last time. Okay.
It's easy to spot a bar one man.
Let's just go to the edge. Lashwi, let's go to the edge. That's the sound. I can do this. You can do this, mate. You're very big enough to do this.
take it one last time. I'll take you to the edge one last time, okay? Let's go to the edge. Don't look down, okay? Don't look down. A little bit closer. Let's count him down from 3, 2, 1. Go! Yeah!
Hey, how humbling is that? How humbling is that?
I need some sugar.
Oh, I feel hungry.
People pay to do this.
I'm telling you. Nice one, Lashi.
We did a similar challenge in season 1, and let me tell you, it's terrifying. When you're scared of heights and you make it all the way up there and you know you've got to do it for your team, it shows great courage. These boys did well today, and I bet you they're ready to go and tuck into some food and see how the results came out.
Gentlemen, congratulations on completing both of today's challenges. I'm sure you'll agree with me when I say that the last one in particular was one of the scariest but most victorious events of your lives. Well, now that you're all safely back on the ground, I'm happy to say you can report back to base camp and prepare for the elimination. Gentlemen, welcome to the elimination, possibly the toughest part of your day. At this gathering, you decide who stays and who goes. You've been given 3 stones, 1 red, 1 yellow, and 1 white. Keep them for later. Lushwell, it sometimes can be terrifying having to overcome your fears. What pushed you, literally, over the edge today?
Doing it for my team. If it was a visual event up to myself, I most probably would not have jumped. But I thought that I would have let my team down if I hadn't gone, and I don't know, I just blacked out there and just found myself swinging between the 2 towers.
Patrick, if Lucas hadn't fought so tenaciously to get to the 2nd flag, with Greg chomping at his ankles, your team would have entered the 2nd challenge totally on the back foot.
Yes, that was going to be the case. Lucas did work hard to get those flags, and I was very proud of him.
Lucas, you were adamant that Greg was not going to get you on just 1 flag, and that was so entertaining.
Hey, I tell you one thing, I was just I was so adamant in getting up there, and come what may, rain, snow, I really wanted to get up there. I lost my my shoes. I thought he was trying to get them from me for himself, but...
Paris, which contestant or contestants do you think don't deserve to be here?
If I was judging just from today, I'd have to say Patrick then.
How does that make you feel, Patrick?
Well, for today's performance, I did not really I gave it my best, but I did not come out. But that is just based on today's performances. But previously, I know that I was one of the top guys, especially in the task that I was given. I always made sure that I completed it with the best of my ability, and it always came out on top. And the judges picked it up. That is why whenever I was in the losing team, I ended up not being in the chopping block.
Lloyd, identify for us who you think is your strongest competition.
My strongest competition would probably be Greg. I see a lot of my qualities in him. I see a lot of his qualities in me. And at the end of the day, your biggest competition is generally yourself, because you have to overcome certain hurdles and obstacles. And I believe that at the end of the day, it's going to be a tough one between Greg and myself, because we have developed a very strong bond on this competition.
Lushwell, who do you think could be the top 3?
I'd like to believe myself in the top 3. Other players I do see And is definitely Paris. He's wise, he's strong, he's a good leader, he's a pretty much all-round player. And then the other guys I have to mention is Mike, physically strong. His head hard, whatever you throw at him, he's going to throw it right back at you.
You're Mr. Popularity, Big Mike.
Well, you CrossFit, eh?
Lucas, tell me, who do you think are the contestants who are driving the direction of the game? The Induna.
Actually, I wouldn't say it's Indunas, but I just think it's people that have got more of an upper hand in terms of their voice.
Give me names.
Pretty much what I would say is the two guys that are very close together, Greg and Lloyd. The leadership qualities are there, but they don't drive them as much as what they make them out to be. Sometimes a dog can have a bigger bark than its bite.
Gentlemen, the objective, as you know, is always to get your team to win the challenges. But we all know that there's only one winner. Be honest with me. Who of you are playing purely for yourselves?
Well, I can honestly say that all of us are playing it for ourselves. But in essence, we do need each other to get there. And that's about it, so...
So, Mike, who do you think is bigger than the game?
You know, I see Greg stands out a lot. I see him as one of the big factors, one of the bigger players.
On that note, let's get to the results. Clint, you oversaw the day's activities. What are the results?
Gentlemen, today we tested your mental capacity and ability to remain competitive whilst facing your fears. Out of a possible 9 flags, both teams collected an impressive 7 flags. However, only one team dominated the second challenge. And the winning team is Team Yellow. Team Yellow, you are the winners of this challenge and you are safe from elimination.
Thank you.
So that means Team Red, 3 of you will be up for elimination. Clint, give us those 3 names, please.
The first name? Lashwell.
Lashwell, please step onto the white block.
The second name? Lucas.
Lucas, please step onto the red block.
And the third name? It's Patrick.
Patrick, please step onto the yellow block.
Lashwell, Lucas, Patrick, none of you scored any points for your team in the second challenge. Therefore, the 3 of you are up for elimination.
Team Yellow, as the winners of this challenge, you decide who stays and who goes. 2 contestants will be eliminated tonight. You have 3 stones, 1 red, 1 yellow, and 1 white. The color stones you choose determines your vote and who goes. Make your decision now. Michael, reveal your stones. Sfiso, reveal your stones. So we have 2 votes red, 1 vote yellow, 1 vote white. Paris, reveal your stones. 3 votes red, 2 votes yellow, 1 vote white. Greg, reveal your stones. That means 4 votes red, 3 votes yellow, 1 vote white. Lucas, please step forward. Patrick, please step forward. Gentlemen, surrender your watches. Thank you. Lucas, Patrick, your 25-hour day is up. Lushwell, gentlemen, you have escaped the elimination. But you need to stay strong, fit, and smart to stay in the game. Return to base camp and prepare for your next 25-hour day.
Having thought that I was also with 1 or 2 people that were on my side, today was just definitely the bigger picture, 3D, boom, in my face. And yeah, it just goes to say that you can't trust anybody. You're in it for yourself. Watch out. You never know who's going to stab you in the back. But it's a game. And one of the key things that people must just look out for is that the big dogs that are barking, there's no bite.
Yeah, this game is not for the guys who are faint in heart. And if you're quiet, you're not going to go far in this game. You're just going to be used as a pawn to get the more outspoken guys further into the game. But then there is only going to be one winner. And what the guys don't realize is that if you have an alliance with someone who's close, like Greg and Lloyd, and if you end up being in the top 3 with them, will they take you along with them, yes or no? And the answer is probably going to be no. So you're just a pawn.
Coming up on the Bar 1 Manhunt. You'll be expected to compete as teams and show the drive to win today's challenge.
Come on, boys, it's good!
At my ankle and my shins, bumped myself all over. It was a lot tougher than what it looked like.
Don't stress, just reset.
Stand a chance to win fantastic prizes with the Bar 1 Manhunt. A one-of-a-kind Harley-Davidson XL 1200X 48 with an air-cooled engine and Harley-Davidson factory custom paint set. Sponsored by Johannesburg Harley-Davidson. Valued at 200,000 Rand. Or Builders Warehouse vouchers to the value of 3,000 Rand each. You could also win this prize by Defy. A 5-burner gas-electric freestanding stove. Stainless steel premium hood, plus mirror glass side-by-side luxury refrigerator. A microwave with grill and a laundry set, consisting of a premium tumble dryer and 5-program dishwasher. One of 10 pairs of True Religion jeans valued at 5,500 Rand each. Or one of 10 Casio G-Shock watches valued at 1,500 Rand. To stand a chance of winning, answer this easy question. Which chocolate gives you energy for a 25-hour day? SMS your answer to 33123. Enter now.
The skillful and fast, but can they think on the fly? It's easy to spot a bar one man